It's about to turn 100 years of age, but you'd never know it by its appearance. The Joseph Smith Memorial Building will be 1 century old in June. In June of 1909, in a corner of downtown Salt Lake City, was a big piece of ground and a need for something big to fill it.
They really didn't have a huge hotel downtown Salt Lake. And so a group of businessmen and the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints got together and said, what do you think about this?
So this turned into this, the beautiful Hotel Utah.
It provided a place that they could entertain dignitaries from all over the world,
including every U.S. president through Ronald Reagan. The 10-story building was completed in 1911 at a cost of nearly $2 million.
If you were a celebrity of any kind, this is where you stayed.
The Hotel Utah was considered one of the premier hotels west of the Mississippi. You could get a room for $1.50, $6 for a suite. Maybe most unique was the Crossroads Grill on the lower level.
And what was unique about that place is that you would actually sit at a table, and in the middle of the table was an actual live trout pond. I wish it was still there, to tell you the truth.
But things would change. The hotel closed in 1987 for major renovations. In 1993, it reopened to accommodate both church and social functions. Gordon B. Hinckley, in the first presidency at the time, wanted the name changed as well.
It came to him that, you know what, we need something here that commemorates and celebrates the life of the prophet Joseph Smith. And so that's when it became the Joseph Smith Memorial Building.
Home of Family Search, Legacy Theater, and numerous wedding receptions. It was also decided to add a 9-foot 5-inch statue of the prophet Joseph in the lobby.
President Hinckley looked at it and he goes, the prophet Joseph would not want to be the center of attention. He'd want people from all over the world to walk in and look at the beauty of the lobby.
So the statue stands on the west side of the lobby in the beautiful building which bears his name, a building worthy of a big 100th birthday celebration.
When you have the name Joseph Smith on your building, it better always look beautiful. It has the integrity of the building needs to be at the highest, and because we welcome guests from all over the world.
And Brent Singleton joins us now. I love to see those old pictures, such great history. Do you have a favorite story from the early days of Hotel Utah?
Boy, there's a lot of them, but one of them that is kind of funny, but because of the upscale nature of the Hotel Utah back in those days, they would take the money from the restaurants, from the front desk and everything else, and they would launder that every night. The coins, so they would be nice and shiny the next day. They would take the used bills and they would trade them out at a bank for currency that was nice and fresh and crisp.
Oh my word. I love the pictures too of that old bedroom. What was it, $1.50, I guess, for a bedroom?
$1.50, and if you really wanted to spend a lot of money, you'd go up to $6.
$6 for a suite.
Yes.
That's amazing. 3-day event coming up in June. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, on the 9th of June, there is going to be a ribbon cutting where we'll have memorabilia that people will be able to donate, and well, not donate, but put on display. Tabernacle Choir will be a part of that. The next day, on Friday, will be a great big gala that will have over 600 invited guests. The lobby will be a part of that. They'll have a dinner, there'll be dancing, there'll be special guest speakers and entertainers, and fireworks at the end of the night.
Now, I told you I'll be there if it's Dinner from the Roof restaurant.
Okay.
Is that where it's coming from?
We'll invite you, yes. You'll be there.
They have a great menu.
Yes.
How can people get more information about this big event?
You can go to hotelutah100.com. And there's all kinds of information, and that's where people are putting up all their memories of the old Hotel Utah. And also numbers where you can contact, so you can, if you want some of your items that you have stored away, you can have them on display.
Now, getting back to the history, I know that the presidents up through Ronald Reagan all stayed there, but the prophets stayed there as well,
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, up until President Benson. And we moved, he was the last prophet to live in the hotel.
Yeah, I'll live there. Now tell us, we have a little bit of time left, the story about Will Rogers. I love that story.
Well, Will Rogers was an old cowboy actor and humorist and things like that. He came to stay at the Hotel Utah, and the Empire Room, which is on the main floor of the Joseph Smith Memorial Building, used to be the place where you go have dinner and dance. Well, he wanted to go do that. Well, he went up there and they said, Mr. Rogers, we can't let you in because you do not have a tie or a coat. So, of course, he went to the front desk, they outfitted him with a coat and tie, and he was able to go have his dinner and dance that night.
Hopefully he was okay with that.
He was, he had a good time.
Oh, that's great. Well, Brent Singleton, thanks so much for joining us. It sounds like a great event. Again, June 9th through 11th.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you so much.
And
thank you for watching Mormon Times today. We hope you join us again next Sunday at 10 a.m.